Good evening, friends. Privilege to be here. As you can see after the presentation, I will just speak my mind and there's a couple of points noted. We started the session with the topic of change. Several examples were given. I think it's important for us to know that change is difficult for many people. Even though it's constant, it's difficult for many people and it's a lot more challenging. Especially if you are thinking about changing the way people do things and so on. So next couple of minutes I'll give you some examples about some of the changes which have happened in my life, in my career, and also how I was able to get some changes done in Microsoft. I emphasize the word some, right? Because I believe in a couple of items. First of all is the term called try. I'm sure all of you have heard this phrase multiple times. If you try, there is some chance of getting it. If you don't try, there is no chance of getting it, right? And I use a Hindi phrase. David, I'm sorry, I'm using Hindi phrase, but I'll translate it for you. The Hindi phrase is, पूछने में क्या जाता है? Which translates into what's harm in asking. I believe that right now this phrase is used by Tata Sky for promoting their services, but I use this right from my childhood. When we are thinking about personal excellence, we as a professional, how do we grow? How do we do things? We grow faster than the curve, only when you make some change, only when you do disruptive things, only when you do things differently. Otherwise, what's different between you and other people in the crowd? Right? So I share some of my personal failures, personal lessons learned, and of course some successes to be able to give you some perspective. This was probably in 1995 sometime, and I was interviewed by a company called Data Analytics in Mumbai, and I got rejected. And I was disappointed that why I never been getting rejected. I thought I was doing good, so I called this person, and the person said, "No, you are rejected, and we don't give visa." So fine, like a US visa, we don't give visa. So I kept trying, second time, third time. The person got mad at me. She gave the information to the director, this is Usha Ram, I have great regards for her. And she called me, Mukesh, why are you interviewing my secretary? You keep calling her. I said, ma'am, I think I deserve this job. I don't know why I am not given this job. And she said, okay, Mukesh, can you come and meet me? Of course I can. So I went to meet her. And then she told me, Mukesh, your project was not good, and that's why you were rejected. Ma'am, I'm sorry, I beg to differ here because my project had got IEEE award in 1993. So how can you say my project was not good? Then she said, Mukesh, you stammer. I still stammer, but at that time I used to stammer a lot. Then I gave her a response saying that, ma'am, yes, I stammer, but my program will not stammer. Then I said, Mukesh, your English is very weak. The English what you see here now, today, is the hard work of 20 years of speaking English, forcing myself to speak English. But my English was very poor at that time, coming from a very poor family. And I responded by saying to that ma'am, my program will not need to speak English. The last question she asked was, Mukesh, so some of you may have already realized my name is Mukesh Jain. I'm a Marwadi, family business. So she said, Mukesh, you are Marwadi, your family business, why don't you go join your father's business? I said, ma'am, why? I can make my own business. So 20 years later, now heading nice is like my business. Okay? So what changed? The change was, or the puchne mein kya aata hai? What's harm in asking? I tried, by the way, she gave me the job, and that's the important part of it. She gave me the job, and within half an hour after the discussion, and she said, okay, I'm not going to keep you as a programmer, I'm going to give you a slightly bigger role than a programmer, and then she gave me the job, and since then, with God's grace, I'm able to do a lot more changes in a lot of organizations. I know people do hate me when I make a lot of changes, but I keep doing it. That was the first part. When I joined Microsoft, before joining Microsoft, 1995, I was working in a company, 1996, I was working for a company called Syntel. I'm sure some of you know this, it's in good presence in Pune as well. One of my friends, a senior in Syntel, his brother was in Intel, company named Intel, IATEL, chip maker, of course all of us know. So I was very curious. I asked this question, what it takes to get into a company like Intel or Microsoft? That time Google was not there, Facebook was not there, so I could ask only these two companies. And he said, Mukesh, forget it. You cannot get into Intel or Microsoft. I said, why? Why cannot I get it? He said, no, you need to be master's or you need to be from IIT or something, or you need to be PhD to get into this company, otherwise you cannot get it. That actually put a mental block for me. I said, no way, I cannot get join this company ever. One fine day in 1999, I still remember the date, September 12th. I am surfing the internet, 15.4 kbps per hour, and I go to a website, get jobs in USA. Go to the site, register myself, and it's which company you want to apply. Of course, Microsoft, right? You drop down Microsoft, apply. 3 days later, I get a call. I go to the interview. They call me for an interview in Seattle. I go there, and I got a job. पूछने में क्या जाता है? If I had believed my friend that day or after that, I would never have got this job. Right? So remember, there's always a change, and we always have to remember to ask and always have to try. That was the first part. After I joined Microsoft, a few months later, I see that a lot of quality issues, a lot of crashing happening, and my app crashing. So I asked this question, why? What can we do about it? And I got different answers. At that time, I created Hippo as in hippopotamus, and the short form of highest individual paid person's opinion. In some other meeting, I would see people making decisions saying that, oh, this is wrong, this is right, or whatever it was. And they feel bad to me. They said, no, wait a minute, we have not been analyzing, we have not even looked at the data. So I was trying to disrupt the way we are doing things at Microsoft by talking about change. Change the way we look at it, use data. Now my full-time job is doing data analytics, but yes, that time I had a good passion on analytic data. So I created a small server without asking for permission, because I thought I will ask for permission better than asking for permission. So what I did was I created a small server. Whenever somebody crashed, the data will go there. So today, when you crash Outlook, Excel or Word, you see this button, send error report, that was designed and built by me in the year 2000. It was a big change for our developers to write a code so that whenever the crash happens, the data goes to Microsoft, and every Tuesday when you see a patch coming out, several of the bug fixes are because of that what crashes people are facing across the world. Change. It's difficult sometimes, but it's important for us to make that happen. The second topic I want to talk about is mistakes. We as a human being make a lot of mistakes. One other thing I was trying to do, whatever I preach, I try myself on myself and my kids, my daughter and my son. And I did a lot of research around this area. And the mistake I did a lot of research, and I realized that there are only 3 types of mistakes. First one, you don't know. Second one, you knew, but you didn't have time. And third, you knew and you had time, but you made silly mistake, careless mistake, or we call it. Of course, some students actually come and argue with me, what if we out of syllabus? You know? So that's a different topic, I will go there. But these are the 3 types of mistakes. I create a mantra or phrase which says, if somebody else can find a mistake, why can't you yourself find it? It's a change in the way we do things. When I was teaching my daughter when she was in 3rd grade, it was difficult, almost impossible to convince her. But I'm also following my first principle, which is pushing it at a time. I will keep trying. I did that for 3 months after she got convinced. Since then, she's been getting 95-97% marks in mathematics and some big subjects. And in 2 years back, she got first in mathematics in India, and her name came in Times of India. Right? It's possible only when she adopted the change. It's possible that she's believing this part, which is if somebody else can find a mistake, why can't you yourself find it? It's important. Change the way we write answer sheet, change the way we learn, and so on. We as humans have a lot of tendency to work hard, of course, but sometimes, especially I've seen this pattern in Indians, especially myself, maybe some of you, we don't market ourselves. Even though we know a lot of us, we don't market ourselves. Confidence. When I stammer, people think that I'm not confident enough. Possible. But marketing is equally important. You need to have good confidence and you have to market it yourself. If you don't market, people don't know who you are. Some of you students are in this room, just go back and look at your resume. and see how many numbers do you have put there. If your numbers are only the year you passed out and the percentage you got, your resume is not complete. Can you talk about the project? Can you talk about the savings the project can bring? Can you talk about the improvement it can do? Reduce the defects percentage and all those. Only then your resume becomes a lot more valuable. And there are a lot more things we need to market. And the last but not the least point, give back to the community. Some of us are fortunate to get good jobs, good things. But our experience we have got. Experience of things which have worked, experience of things which have not worked. All this experience is here. Right? And one day it will go with me. But only way I can give back is either writing books, go to colleges and teach, coach, mentor students, and do that. So I encourage all of you to do that. Believe me, nothing beats that. I do know, including myself, I cannot leave my job and do full-time faculty, which I will do someday, of course. But if you cannot do even 2 hours a week or even 2 hours a month, we'll go wrong. Thank you. That's all I will share.
Thank you, sir. It was very nice of hearing you. I will now request Honorable Secretary of Marathwada Mitra Mandal, Principal B.G. Zador sir, to felicitate Mr. Mukesh Jain.